Welcome to Social Class. In this video, we are going to learn about the animal wealth of India. People in our country follow different occupation in order to earn money, and most of our occupation depends on animal, like occupations like poultry, farming, cattle rearing, dairy farming, and most of this occupation we depend on animal. So animals that are kept in farm for our use and profit is we call as livestock, right? So we are going to see about the uses of the animal wealth in our country. So what is the wealth of animal in our country, we are going to see in this lesson. So you all know that cattle has been used for plowing and leveling of field, right? So farmers who are not able to get tractors and other equipments, they use cattle for plowing, as well as bullock cart, which is being used for transport in villages, right? For example, the milk or the dairy product that they have got, or other the agriculture farm product to sell in the town or in the cities. So they use this bullock cart as an transport material. From there they get all the material and they go to the city and town, and they sell the products over there and they earn money. So for this also they use cattle, right? As well as the waste, even the waste of this animal is a good manure for plants. Not only a manure for plant, as well as biogas has been obtained from this cow dung, right? So you can see in villages still they use biogas for cooking, as well as for electrical purpose, like small bulbs, chimneys, they used to light using this biogas. So you can see in this picture so how the biogas is being formed. So you can see over there, right? Fine. Next comes poultry. So the place where hence the chickens, okay, so which has been raised for meat as well as for egg, which we call it, that place is called as poultry. So poultry produce protein rich diet food, right? So egg and chicken, or the flesh, okay, so it is rich in protein. As well as not only that, the milk which we get, the milk and the egg which we get from this uh, uh, poultry, that from chicken, hen, goat, and from cow, we can not only get milk, as well as using that milk we can get, like we can convert that to cheese, curd, and cream, and like all the many other product. So we're able to made from the milk and the egg that we get from these animals. As well as not only that dairy food, or not only the products, even the wool, okay, the wool which is obtained from sheep, which is being used for making clothes, right? Woolen clothes which are very popular and famous, as well as it's very comfortable, right? So we get it from sheep. You can see in the picture, and yeah, you can see over here, as well as the skins of various animals, like from all the animals, right? So the skin that from the animals has been used for making hides, from which the leather, like leather bag, leather slippers, and the various leather products are made. Okay, so you can see in the picture, like purse, bags, shoes, and coats, and dresses, okay, using that crocodile skins, and from the snake skins, and from the animal skins, most of the animal skins. So you can see the skin has been used for making these leather products. As well as even the animal hair has been used to make brushes. For the painters and for the artists, they used to make paintbrush using the hair of the animals. So see the how animals are being useful, even the small even minute things are very like useful for us. Okay, so how much effort we need to put to make sure that we protect these animals, to give them good environment, so that since they have been so helpful to us, we must take, even put we must be extra, and like give a extra effort, we must be precaution enough to say that the environment is good for their livelihood, right? Yes. So what happened in the in between period of time, the animals, the cow, the dairy product animals, they were not being taken much care, okay? So because of that, there was a drop in the livestock. The product and the quantity was not good. The outcome was not good. So there was a revolution called White Revolution. The father of White Revolution is Dr. Verghese Kurian. You can see in the picture over there. So he created a revolution because of that. And in the revolutions, in the sense, a special care and attention to those animals, okay, as well as for those people who has an occupation of taking care of these animals. So a special care has been given for them, a special food has been provided for those animals, a special assistant has been given, and veterinary hospitals, dispensaries has been made so that to take care of those animals, to meet all their needs. So a revolution has been made. Because of that, the milk production is started to increase, and the quality and the quantity of milk was also good. So they call this revolution as White Revolution, and the father of this revolution is Verghese Kurian. So because you all know that India has about 1/5 of the world's cattle, okay, so comparing to the whole world, 1/5 of that we have in our country, but the quality of the cattle is very poor. They're taking care of the cattle, giving them the good shelter, water and food was very poor. So in this revolution, the efforts were made. So the veterinary dispensaries, where the, like how we have hospitals, so same way, to take care of them if they have any disease or any wound, to take care of them. So it has been installed, like villages and towns, like in most of the places. And better quality of fodder. When I say fodder, it's like, it's not, it's just the food, okay. So the quality of food has been checked, and the quality has been increased, so that the cattle gets good nutrition. So when they get good nutrition, the outcome, the milk will also be in good quality. So this was been introduced. This thought has been explained by and the father of White Revolution, Dr. Verghese. Clear? Fine. So next comes how the cattle was important for our country. The same way, fish. Okay, so same way, because of water pollution, the livelihood of fish was very poor. They were like, fish was not the quality of fish was was dropped down, nearly dropped down. Because of that, it was told that it was not good for us to have fish, because of the water pollution, because of the all the waste which has been discharged into the water and caused pollution. Because of that, the fish was being greatly affected, in the sense their livelihood was really affected. Some were dead, and some got diseases, and because they started to eat the waste which is being disposed in the water. Okay, so when they ate the waste, so when we eat those fishes, automatically we also got disease and other stuffs. Okay, so to bring a change in this environment, a blue revolution was being introduced. So because you all know that increase in fish production is being encouraged. So in this revolution, they just introduced, they just explained the thought process, how we need to take care of the fish, because they are also the livestock of a country. So the increase in fish production was there after this revolution. How? In the sense, the fish was cultivated in a commercial process in artificial ponds. Okay, so they created some artificial ponds, and they started to grow fish over there. So because of that, the in artificial pond, in the sense, you can see in the picture, so they created a space in that water area, and fish has been grown, prawns, even crabs has been grown, and they given good nutritious food, and the environment was good, the water was good. So because of that, the cultivation of fish was also increased. So large amount of fish was also being exported to other foreign countries. So this method is called as pisciculture. Okay, so this method of growing fish, we call it as pisciculture. So this revolution brought a great change, the increase in production of fish. Okay, so the water pollution was also being brought into control in that area, the fishing area. The water pollution also been brought in control. The fish was also, the environment for the growth of the fish was also good. Okay, so these two revolution, the white revolution and blue revolution, really brought a great change in our livestock of our country, since we most of our occupation is based on the animals and like fishes and animals. So these revolution, these people, they brought the thoughts of how to protect our animals. So for our cause, for our purpose, for our well-being, we should not harm animals. So it is more important, we should never harm animals, because they are so useful to us, they have been so kind to us. So it is our duty to protect the animals, to give them a good environment, so that their livelihood will be good, and they so that they can give they can also live in a good environment. Okay, so they can also live in a happy environment. So it is it is our duty to make sure that we should not cause harm to these animals. So I hope that in this video you're able to learn about the animal wealth of a country, right? So how most of our people's occupation is based on animals, and how our livestock depends on animals, and how we need to protect, like you have seen the uses of animals. So I hope that in this video you have got the thought of protecting the animals, by keeping our environment clean and neat. Thank you all. We'll meet you all in the next video.